Na sabadwa fie dom kuma no de aba betwedwa kyese wo mu biso se attorney general wo mo no modern a na kamia se aka ne aban mu mpanyinfo agye pa wo mo no mo bo adwuma mu a na ne obehwe as a rainbow star ni abepie fie na Jack Norris num die bi ne de kwa na se yewurawura de hyem fie a no ana dom kuma no de aba betwedwa se wo msre pa attorney general betimi ankoma ne homo so na sansem we nyina no wo mo entwetwiri na deputy minority chief Jerry Ahmed wono na wode nsam twudwa wo kire se we nyina ya de betimi aboa se wo mu gya saade na betimi masomdwe kura abomani mu.
The Attorney General is an officer of the court. His interest is to assist the court in dispensing justice when investigators bring their case and evidence. The posture of the new AG undermines this rule. He is no longer acting as an officer of the court, but is instead acting as someone who has conducted his own inquisition, determined guilt of a suspect, and is seeking to force his view or his views on the courts. The practice undermines the role of the Attorney General and undermines the administration of justice. All well-meaning voices that respect the operation of the rule of law should call on it to an end and to end it now as we speak. We are asking that all well-meaning voices that respect the operation of the rule of law should call on the Attorney General to put an end to this immediately. The Attorney General is not expected to start off by prejudicing an investigation and in his mind conducting an inquisition on suspects. Since when did we have an Attorney General who himself orders arrest, conducts investigations, and examines his own evidence to determine if a prima facie case is being documented or docketed against a suspect? This is highly improper and leads to bias right from the investigation process. Let the court decide the guilt or innocence of suspects. The new approach where the Attorney General seeks to convict political opponents in the court of public opinion before going to the court of competent jurisdiction is an abomination that should not be countenanced. The courts of Ghana are the only ones that should be allowed to convict or acquit, not the Attorney General. How can you suspect a person who is innocent until proven guilty by a court, not take that person through the court processes, but come to conduct public show of your suspicions, seeking to prejudice the minds against that person? How? This is terrible and a backward step in the growth of our democracy.
We deputy minority whip opini Jerry Ahmed na enwechi wadi somebody be a peaceful HSA CCI the nkebetimi ankadimani ya National Security Coordinator womo modern natural pa no odren one former Dr. Addison say womo ebo modern ma national security for kobowura ni fi HSA hu sem bebrebe anko frɛ no natural pa no odren one fa entunanimu.
Photographs circulating on social media clearly shows signs of destruction and ransacking. Hardly the marks of a lawful and respectful operation. If indeed a court-issued warrant truly existed, why was it not presented to Dr. Addison before or during the raid? Why was brute force used to overpower his private security? Why was the CCTV camera dismantled and taken away? Transparency is a hallmark that ensures lawful enforcement. The failure to follow basic procedure cast doubt on the legality and intent of the operation. No amount of legal contortion or public relations spin can undo the facts. Dr. Addison's home was raided under highly questionable circumstances. If the actions were truly lawful and above board, why did the National Security Coordinator find it necessary to call and apologize to Dr. Addison via the phone of Mr. Richard Jakpa? If there was no wrongdoing with the conduct of the security officers, what exactly was the apology for? And perhaps more importantly, If that apology was authorized, is Mr. Jakpa being entirely honest about what transpired? Attempts to sanitize this action by claiming he had access to legal counsel does not and would not address the fundamental question. Was the raid a necessary and lawful one? Or was it an abuse of power designed to intimidate and humiliate? The minority in Parliament firmly believes it was the latter.
We are your opinion, Jerry Ahmed, one minority whip. And what is some attribute central for the and Baba is a bitch me and catch up on what any Ray Anderson, Akanina, one and where Governor Dima Bank of Ghana. Chop on what any one famano say one bow and fee, so no more could bring move, so more radio. I won't send baby.
Onua 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM.